Good afternoon, and welcome to the Employ Baltimore Show. It seems like it's been a really long time since I've been here. I'm excited to be back. We've had some rebroadcasts going on. There's been a lot happening in the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. We had a lot of new initiatives. We was getting assisting in getting our youth works program rolled out. Did I tell you that there's been a lot of great things happening? There's been a lot of great things happening. I want you to join me real quick as I pick up my phone and I share this broadcast so that we're able to get more people on, because we have an employer with us today that is prepared to share some great opportunities with you. It's called Skookum. They've been around for a long time, and they do great government contracted work where you can make a really, really good living to be a part of their team. But before we get to that, I gotta always shout out and thank our great producer, Ms. Tanya Lester, because I have had some time away from being in front of the camera. She's still been making all the magic happen behind the scenes, putting up our rebroadcasts again on this last. She is really great, really passionate about helping people, and we're good tonight. So we're just thank you so much for continually doing your thing. Okay, I think I got some audio issues. Not quite sure how to fix that because I forgot my headphones today. But we're gonna see if we can make it do what it do. All right. So I want to talk to you guys because y'all know yesterday was a really important day in the field. The midterm elections took place, and a lot of times we don't get the kind of turnout that we actually need for our midterm elections, because with the president and the mayor in them, people locally seem to kind of not be as aware of what's happening. But these have been some incredibly important races. Our governor's race on the Democratic side, it looks like Westmore may be taking the win. There's still some mail-in ballots that have to be counted. Everybody was surprised that Peter Franco came in third place. I don't know what to do about this audio. Maybe if I move up, is that helpful? He's sending me signs and notes and those things that he got all of the fun stuff. Yes, a little. All right. So people were surprised that Peter Franco came in third place in the Democratic race, but it looks like Westmore may be our lead, and I believe first black governor of the state of, well, Democratic nominee for the state of Maryland. But that race is still undetermined. And then he has a formidable opponent on the other side who really beat out somebody that everybody thought was going to win the Republican nomination, y'all. I know y'all not really with the Republican and all that, but we got to be aware of what's happening on every side of this thing. And this young man, Mr. Cox, has been supported by Donald Trump and Republicans who believe with that philosophy and that ideology. They believe are going to come out big for him in November for the general election. So y'all don't get lazy. We still got to get out and make sure that we are rocking the vote. Then a man who I'm really fond of, and I think has always done great work and had a great heart for the state of Maryland, former Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown won the Democratic nomination for the state's attorney general position, and he beat out for his former partner in the governor's mansion. His wife beat out Martin O'Malley's wife, Katie O'Malley, who has been a judge that sat on the circuit court for Baltimore for many years, the district court, very notable opponent, and he beat her pretty soundly. And the theory is that if he won the Democratic nomination, he's going to win the general election. Then there's the race that many people were watching really closely, our state's attorney's race. And right now it's still undecided. Our state's attorney, Marilyn Mosby, says she's not conceding until every vote is counted. But surprising to many, Ivan Bates seemed to kind of come out and emerge as the front runner, leading by 9 percentage points so far. And they're supposed to start counting the mail-in ballots today. So we should start getting some updates on those results. But one thing was really clear. In his third bid for public office, Baltimore again says no in a very convincing way to Thiru Vignarajah. I think that many people thought that this was going to be a race between Thiru Vignarajah and Marilyn Mosby. And he's at a pretty distant third, like not even a consideration to win the Democratic nomination for state's attorney. And, you know, most of Baltimore, you win the Democratic nomination, you've won the seat. In another surprising move, our sheriff of 30 years, Sheriff Anderson, is fighting for his life. He is currently behind his opponent. This is a 30-year incumbent. And people have many different views. It's time to move forward, time to move on. But he didn't concede so easily. So we're standing by to see how all of these races are going to come out. But one thing is for sure. We cannot get comfortable, y'all. We have got to continue to be a part of the process, to be active in making sure that our voices are heard. So vote, 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 vote. I can't say it enough, y'all. We have got to be a part of the process. There's a lot that's going on in our agency. We're continuing to grow and expand. We've actually become a hallmark in many of the initiatives that are helping move Baltimore forward in our fight against gun violence, one being the Group Violence Reduction Initiative, where we're working with people who are conceding that they no longer want to be a part of that culture, and helping them get employment opportunities. Employment is always the thing that we bring to the table. We're working with MoAIM quite consistently to help the young men that squeegee. We know that has been a big issue in the news, and not for good things, not for them being entrepreneurs and people who made a decision that they're going to go out and hustle for their money. It's been in for a lot of negativity, and we have consistently been at the table making sure that opportunities are available to them through our partnership with MoAIM, which stands for the Mayor's Office of African American Male Engagement. Y'all, I'm so excited about Baltimore because the interagency work that's happening now in my 21 years of working in and around city government has never been like this. The city government agencies are coming to us to do the recruitments for the positions that they finally open back up. And we're doing a lot of interagency collaboration with places like MoAIM, MONSI, the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, and many other places that are at the forefront trying to change the current dynamic where Baltimore, they're trying to make it synonymous with violence. There's so much more to Baltimore than the violence. But we at the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, under the leadership of our director, Jason Perkins Cohen, and I'm going to take a kind of liberty to talk about my director, Miss Yvette Clark, who pushes me as one of the lead people in our community engagement efforts. I'm going to shout her out because she allows me to walk in that gift that God has given me to connect, to collaborate, and to move about the community, making a difference, knowing that I'm passionate about it. Mackenzie Garvin, who is one of our amazing directors. I mean, y'all, it's happening in a way that it's never happened in my 21 years working in and around city government. So I'm excited about the collaboration, excited about everything to do with MOED, the expansion. We are we are making great strides. Excuse my language. Don't want to offend anybody. We are making great strides in our minority and women business initiative. Y'all, we have we just went above and beyond in our effort to work with that particular program, and currently looking to restock it with funds so that we can continue to do that great work. Our apprenticeship program, which is a collaboration between state apprenticeship, the state level apprenticeship office, and registered apprenticeships around in and around Maryland is jumping off under the leadership of Miss Wendy Gordon. Mr. Joseph Kim, my colleague, is handling things on that minority business side. Y'all, it's just great things happening in this agency. You know, we are committed to building a workforce system that actually works. Like, the vision has been amazing, and having the right people at the forefront to make sure that we are making the connections to be that workforce system that works for the best of the residents of the city of Baltimore and sometimes abroad. We getting it done, y'all. And I couldn't be more proud at this stage of things to be a part of this agency. So continue to pray for us, continue to support us. There go one of my phenomenal team members. We call her Aunt Dee Dee, Miss Deidre Moore Durant. Oh yes, I forgot. Thank you. We got the Youth Works program kicked off, and it was an all hands on deck effort, y'all, making sure that we engaged with our young people. I actually spent a week in some virtual spaces working around job readiness and stuff with our young people. And man, listen, they were phenomenal. It took me back to my days when I was the resident job guy at the Westside Youth Opportunity Center. I had them in my group as young as 15 and as old as 19. And when I tell you, these young people were appreciative of the opportunity. They logged in every day ready to work and were excited about the opportunity to earn a living. I think that that's the greatest place to start. My children always participated in YouthWorks, and when they got older and got out of school, whether it was going to college or going into the workforce, their work ethic that was fueled by the opportunities that were provided by YouthWorks was a major part of making sure that when it came down to it, they weren't looking for any handouts, y'all. They were ready to roll their sleeves up, show up every day, do a good job. And I believe that this group of young people that we had the privilege of working with this year under the leadership of our youth services division, which is Miss Donise Brown, and our director who oversees our Youth Works program, Miss S. Rasheen. Excited because I got a phone call from one of my favorite people, Miss Michelle Miles, who for years was the architect of our Youth Works program. She even jumped in. When I tell you it was an all hands on deck, I said, Miss Miles, you just won't go and be retired and allow yourself to sit still. She said, listen, when it comes down to my young people, I always got some time. It's just a great legacy and a great heritage of serving the residents of the city of Baltimore that are attached to the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. So if you're not already connected, we want you to get connected, because you always hear me say we are the plug. And in that same spirit, we have an amazing organization with us today. And I just met this young lady, but I'm excited about the opportunity to talk to her. She has an amazing personality and $1 million smile. I'm talking about Kenyatta, who is the lead HR recruiter for Skookum. Kenyatta, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon. Thank you for that introduction.
Yes. Thank you for being with us today. I'm really excited because you've come in a way that many of our guests doesn't come. You got a whole slideshow, and we're going to be able to talk through the slideshow and then talk a little bit more about how people can get connected to the great opportunities that you have. But can you start off by telling us maybe a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Skookum?
About myself, I'm the HR recruiter here at Skookum. A little bit about myself. I live in Harford County. I come from the social services background, and I've kind of used my skills in the HR field today, which I love. Skookum is an Ability One federal contractor based out of Bremerton, Washington. We have over 1,400 employees throughout a span of 13 states and Washington, D.C. At Skookum, our mission is to create opportunities for people of all abilities. However, as an Ability One contractor, we do encourage individuals with disabilities to apply. We do need to maintain a ratio of 75% or fill direct positions with a ratio of 75% of individuals with disabilities. That may stem from mental health, such as PTSD, bipolar, anxiety, things of that nature, to something physical due to an accident, an illness, surgery, or even birth. So individuals with disabilities are strongly encouraged to apply, as well as our veterans. A third of us are veterans, including myself.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
yes,
Thank you
yes.
for your service. And that was something that in my research I didn't come across. So you guys are not only an employer, you're an employer with purpose. To be able to, because I know so many people who are part of that population. They like their independence and the ability to do for themselves. I have my son, my youngest son is deaf, and you don't call him hearing impaired, you don't call him disabled. He will have a real problem with you because he takes pride in being a functioning citizen and
Yeah.
functioning individual. So that's great purposeful work that you guys are doing over there at Skookum.
Yes, we don't focus on the disabilities. We do focus on the abilities. So, yes, how old is your son, your younger son?
He is 21. He'll be 22 next year.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, Skookum is a leader in like the skilled trades. So we do a lot of facilities maintenance work, as well as the logistics services, logistics support services, and we also do aerospace manufacturing. So if your son has a background or an interest in the skills trades, I mean, certainly send them my way.
My son is currently the heavyweight representative for the United States wrestling team.
Oh,
Not thinking about a job. He's out here
awesome.
doing big
Awesome.
things, and I'm super proud of him. But I'll keep that in mind. If
That's wonderful. Well, he's maximizes, he is
he is doing things that are beyond anything that I ever
mm,
possible, and that's because he does not take no for an answer or make excuses. And that's why I'm so excited about the work that you guys are doing, because there's so many people that
yeah,
may qualify or certify as disabled, but I got something that I can do, and I want to do it. And it's exciting that you guys as a business have such a focus on making sure that people have that opportunity.
yes, yes, yes. I love to hear that he's maximizing his abilities, and I love the attitude that he has.
Oh my
Um,
goodness, it's
love
amazing. Nominated for an Oscar earlier this year for a documentary on Netflix called Audible. I'll send you a link to check it out. I'm in the
it.
It's about his last year in high school, but we ain't here to talk about that. I get carried away talking about him. I love him so much.
It's
I want to
wonderful.
shift over now to the presentation that you have so that we can kind of get the information out here and people can understand what they need to do, what types of
Okay.
opportunities are available, and what they need to do to get connected.
Okay. Let's see. Is it up? Okay, so today my focus is really about highlighting positions that require specific certifications that are adjacent to the Baltimore area. Um, so on this slide here, we're focusing on the Coast Guard Yard and Curtis Bay. Right now, we have a strong need. We have two positions, two journeyman plumber positions open. That individual would need to be licensed in the state of Maryland. They need to either hold their journeyman plumber's license with a WSSC with gas fitter and backflow certification, or if they have a Maryland apprentice plumber license and 4 years of experience and basically can sit for the journeyman plumber, they will also be considered qualified for this position. And let me see, the wage for this position is $31.65. I also have at this site a stationary engineer. It's a part-time position. Now, this position may be great for an individual who just wants to supplement their income, or an individual who's retired, a stationary engineer who is retired and they're licensed. You would need a Maryland grade 1 stationary engineer license for this position. The third shift is what we're looking for currently on a Friday and a Saturday between the hours of 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. However, there is flexibility in this position. We have another individual where honestly, you guys can just speak and come up with your own creative schedule there, okay, to meet the needs of the contract.
Those are awesome opportunities.
Yes, yes, and I have these, I chose to put these on PowerPoint just to stipulate the certification. So if anyone wants to snapshot, take a snapshot, they can.
But I believe should be a lot of folks in the Baltimore area, especially for the stationary engineering position. Morgan State has one of the best engineering programs in the country.
Okay, okay. I hope somebody sees this.
We gonna
um,
make sure it gets to them.
Thank you. I appreciate that. At Fort Meade, these three positions do require a CDLB license. We have a emergency vehicle technician, an EVT1, or a senior heavy equipment mechanic position available. This individual needs to have an EVT1 and 2 certification, as well as their ASE T and 4. And that's the truck brakes as well as the truck suspension and steering certification. We have a $25,000 sign-on bonus for this particular position, the EVT. So it is highly in demand currently. We also have the heavy equipment mechanic lead position, which you would need 5 years of experience in this field with the medium and heavy truck mechanical experience, as well as your ASE T series certifications. And then we also have this will be more of the entry level. If you feel like you are interested in going in this direction, you don't necessarily have to have your ASEs yet for the heavy equipment mechanic. But if you are willing to sit or trying to sit for it, or even have your schedule to sit, we certainly would welcome you to come to this, to just reach out. I forgot to state these salaries. So for the EVT1 position, depending on your EVT level, we are offering between $42 to $47 an hour, again with the $25,000 sign-on bonus. With the heavy equipment lead position, we are offering $30.75 with a $2,500 sign-on bonus. And then for the heavy equipment mechanic is $28.50 an hour.
Listen, guys, if any of this language sounds familiar, share this broadcast. Tag the person who you know that does this kind of work or knows about this kind of work in the comment section and bring them here. We talking $80,000+ a year. Skookum is doing great work and offering great wages for people in these positions that are available. So we definitely want to make sure that you guys get the people connected that you know that are part of your life and your family, a part of your organization, or whatever the case may be, that could definitely benefit from these opportunities.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
We bringing the slideshow back?
No, I was just highlighting those two individuals. If anyone is interested, they'll be reaching out to Katanya and she will get them in contact with me.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you heard it here. We have amazing, amazing opportunities that are available with Skookum. And what you need to do is you need to connect with the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. Email your resume to katanya.lester@baltimorecity.gov, and we will definitely get you connected to Miss Kenyatta, who is going to get you in and through whatever the recruitment process is. They're going to smile again. And she is excited to get you, and we're excited to get you connected. What is there anything else you would like to share about the company?
As far as our benefits, we do offer a comprehensive medical, dental, and vision benefit. Skookum covers 100% of the employee-only portion for the dental and vision coverage. However, if the employee participates in our wellness program, they may be qualified to have their medical premium waived or refunded as well. So that would mean that, you would have 100% coverage, medical, dental, and vision through Skookum. We have a 401k plan. Life
Before we go on to the 401k, because that's something that's really progressive. That wellness program that can cause you to get that wellness program that can cause you to get that waiver. Can you talk to us a little bit about the wellness program and the kind of things that go into it?
Well, I really don't know because I qualify. So when you get on board, they'll give you the option. You have to go to answer a bunch of questions about yourself, and they basically make the assessment based on the answers that you provide them. And if you qualify, you will get that healthy benefit discount and you'll be covered, you know.
You qualify. That's more than enough information.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
say, I got it, so I know what to do. And listen,
exactly.
we talking about having good habits because I'm familiar with it when it's done in that survey type of form. It's almost like when you're applying for life insurance. If you answer certain things is not a part of your life
Yeah,
and certain, things about your personal health. I'm a larger man, but I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes.
that's
I
great.
don't drink smoke. I've never drank or smoke. I literally take really, really good care of myself. I can always be better, but I take good care of myself, and it has impacted those kind of things for me as well. Can you do
Mhm.
before we move into the 401k? Well, matter of fact, let's go ahead with the benefits, and then I'll come back to my other question.
Okay, okay. So we do offer a 401k retirement option. We have 11 paid holidays and up to 12 paid vacation days. We have an employee assistance program that can assist individuals with either mental health, legal advice, things of that nature. Um, for full-time employees only, you may be eligible for the public service loan forgiveness, and that'll be huge for an individual with debt from college. One of the things that I love, and my daughter was a recipient of this scholarship, we have an employee scholarship. So it's good for the employee as well as for the employee's
That's
children.
awesome.
Yes, and that was a huge benefit for my
That's
daughter.
awesome. I want you to unpack that a little bit because we often hear about tuition reimbursement for the employee, but to be able to have a scholarship that can actually impact the next generation, I always tell people, especially those who are part of my team, you don't work for me, you don't work for MOED, you really work for your last name. And working
Mhm.
for your last name, you should be trying to establish something that's going to impact generations of your family. Can you talk to us a little
Absolutely.
bit about the scholarship opportunity?
Well, the scholarship opportunity, employees become eligible for that after a year of working with Skookum. Um, they will tell you when to apply, and you said there's a time as far as when it's open for individuals to actually apply for the scholarship, and then they make a determination for it. We also have the tuition assistance, so we have both. The great thing that I really appreciate about Skookum is that they really support and promote upward mobility. So these programs are designed to where you don't have to be getting education in the field that you're currently in. So if I wanted to go and be a I don't know, real estate agent or just something completely different than what I'm doing right now, these funds can be used towards anything else. And the great thing about Skookum is if it is your desire to go and start a next career and do something else, it's considered a success as long as they can help you.
Wow, y'all, that these are some groundbreaking kind of things because normally these benefits are centered around the employee or around the idea that you're going to stay with the business.
Yeah,
They've taken all of these barriers off, and we know that it's important in all workplaces now to try to have a supportive culture so that you can have people give you and bring their best. And I can't think of a better way than doing that because this supports and promotes an idea of wholeness that's dealing
mm,
with the entire employee and not just those things that benefits that company.
absolutely, absolutely.
So, who is the ideal candidate when it comes down to those kind of the positions and opportunities for Skookum? We talked kind of about the certifications and that sort of thing, but as it pertains to a person in the positions that we talked about today, what type of person, I guess, in a cultural integration type of thought process is Skookum really looking for?
We will be looking for an individual who can work in a diverse environment. So, individuals with just differences. An individual who values safety, an individual with integrity, and who has high standards for customer service. Because when it comes down to it, these are contracts and we're here to serve the customer. So, they would certainly need to embrace the values of Skookum.
That's awesome. Y'all, so you heard it here first. We talking to Miss Kenyatta Jensen, who is the lead HR recruiter for Skookum. And Skookum is a business that's doing business with purpose. They work a lot with people in and around disabilities. We've talked about some amazing positions that while they require certifications, they are paying well, probably above scale for those positions with awesome benefits, opportunities for upward mobility, and the benefits package really going outside of a lot of times what is the norm. A scholarship fund to help your children while they still offering tuition reimbursement for employees, as well as the things that they're doing in the realm of retirement. This is a company that you need to connect with if you have these skills. We want to get you again to email your resume to Miss Katanya Lester at katanya.lester@baltimorecity.gov. Miss Lester is going to get you connected to Miss Jensen over at Skookum, and we're going to be able to celebrate this great new opportunity with this amazing, amazing company. And listen, y'all, she said that's literally what that virtual background is what their home office looks like.
Yeah.
I am into the aesthetic. All right. I want to work somewhere where I can look around and I can feel like I'm welcome. That place looks amazing. All right, y'all. It's Skookum.
Thank you.
Okay. We need you. Can we need you to get your resume to katanya.lester@baltimorecity.gov. Miss Lester is then going to connect you to Miss Jensen, and Miss Jensen is going to make her magic happen. She got the nice Skookum shirt on too. I just noticed that. Y'all, great company, great culture. Miss Jensen, you have any final words for us?
No, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Katanya and she will provide you with my information.
Ms. Jensen, I want to thank you so much for being our guest. You're so easy to talk to today, and you came really, really, really prepared and brought a lot of great information. I'm just wanting us to match your energy and enthusiasm with great candidates. We saw the positions, but just in final, were those one-off positions, or do you need multiple people in each of those positions?
Each one was one, with the exception of the journeyman plumber. So I do need 2 individuals for the journeyman plumber.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard it here. It's not a lot of opportunities, which means you cannot be procrastinating. We need you to get connected now because y'all know how the Mayor's Office of Employment Development get down. We're going to fill these jobs.
So can I also note, because today I'm focusing on, I want to say, cities adjacent to Baltimore. However, I do recruit for, I have other positions that I'm recruiting for. So I do have a dispatcher position. I have a tractor trailer position at NRL, a general maintenance 3 position at NIH. So I have, just visit our website. I have some other positions that I'm recruiting for. I was just focusing on these jobs today because they do require such specific certifications and they're nearby Baltimore.
We still got some people on the broadcast with us. I need y'all to put #opportunity because she has opportunities all over the place. We did get a question in. Do you have all these opportunities available? The ones, I guess, that are closer in Curtis Bay in that area, are they available by public transportation, accessible by public transportation?
So Curtis Bay, I do know that there is a bus that runs there. As far as Fort Meade, I'm not aware of that.
If we're gonna pay you $80,000 a year, you need to be driving anyway. She ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. But if you one of those people, I had an uncle that just would not drive. Money wasn't an issue, none of that. He just wasn't gonna do it. If you one of them, you're welcome to apply too. Just be able to get to work daily and on a regular basis. Ms. Jensen, I want to thank you so much for being with us today. I love when I get a chance to do this, and I feel like all I'm doing is having a good conversation with good people. And it's even accelerated because Skookum is such a great business with great opportunities for people who are in and around the city of Baltimore, y'all. We need you to do that. Can we get it up one more time, Katanya? We need you to get your resume to katanya.lester@baltimorecity.gov. That's right, y'all. I just talked to somebody this morning who told me they were sending me a bunch of emails to OED Works. Well, I ain't getting them. I ain't getting them. We didn't transitioned over. That's something I should have talked about at the beginning of the show. We are now first name dot last name at baltimorecity.gov. So don't make the mistake. If you had that old email pop up and just hitting it and send it, we need you to make sure you get it to Katanya Lester@baltimorecity.gov, because we want to make sure that we can get you an ample response to your inquiry about this position and all the positions that we have in the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. I know I said it before, but Ms. Jensen, I want to thank you for bringing such needed and such informative information to us about the positions that Skookum has. It's been a wonderful opportunity to sit down and talk with you. And as things evolve, more positions become available, we would love to have you back. That's the one thing about this. It's not topic driven. Well, it's kind of topic driven, but the topic is opportunity. So as more opportunities open up, you can come right on back and talk to us again. And I look forward and hope I get the opportunity to do this with you again.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure, and I will surely keep that in mind. We will be in touch. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. And I also want to thank you, our viewing audience today. I saw some of our team members, but we also had some people log in who were really here looking for employment opportunities. Y'all stay plugged into the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. I got to thank my co-pilot, my producer, the one that makes all the magic happen, Miss Katanya Lester, because she's behind the scenes. And all of this good stuff that you see, that's happening on the screen is really at her hand. Katanya, thank you for booking the show, for keeping me up to date on what I need to know before I sit down and talk. You do it all. And it's an amazing partnership. 2 years in now that we've been doing the Employ Baltimore show and bringing opportunities to the residents of the city of Baltimore and surrounding areas by this medium. Y'all know it was a pandemic thing when it started, but it's like so many of the other great things that were birthed out of the pandemic in the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. We have been able to keep it going. And I just want to say thank you, our viewing and listening audience. Share this broadcast, put it on your page, make sure that somebody else sees it. If you've been noticing over the last couple of days, I've been back in my bag and we got some big recruitment opportunities that are happening. So stay plugged in to our Baltimore City Mayor's Office of Employment Development Facebook page, where this original broadcast is emanating from. Go over to that page if you're looking through another page, and make sure that you scroll down and see our amazing Emmy-winning, that's right, I said it, Emmy-winning social media director, Miss Kiara Watson, is doing a great job of making sure that relevant and updated information is on our social media page. So guys, we want to make sure that you stay plugged in. That's at facebook.com/BALT MOED. That's facebook.com/BALT MOED. Make sure that you're checking it on a regular basis. Remember, for our 18 to 24-year-old population, we have some amazing opportunities that are coming through our Youth Opportunity Program. Our summer jobs are in full swing. Our apprenticeship program is in full swing. Our minority business program is in full. Listen, I can't say enough about the great things that are happening in the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. What I couldn't say is this. If you're looking for a great opportunity, the Mayor's Office of Employment Development is looking for you. With a focus on economic justice, we are committed to building a workforce system that actually works. Thank you for being with us this week. I look forward to seeing you again next Thursday at 1 p.m. on the Employ Baltimore Show. Peace.